All right, so this is a suggestion via a channel member. The name of the video is Chicago residents fed up with crime. Good thing Trump is doing something. Guys, I expected there to be a good amount of people from Chicago, specifically in some of these like massively affected areas, let's say, that are going to be extremely happy to finally see someone trying to do something to clean up the south side of Chicago. I mean, being honest here. I mean, like, regardless of whatever you may encounter on like CNN or whatever, guys, I mean, dude, I think the people there are sick and tired of not being able to kind of raise their kids adequately or allow them to play outside without worrying if they're going to even kind of be alive in a couple hours, guys, right? Just understand this here. I think people are sick and tired of the status quo, and the status quo dictates that it is absolutely, immoral, let's say, to jail the people that are committing the crimes indefinitely, right? Like it's immoral to do so because you know you never know their circumstances, bro. Who cares about the circumstances? Like what should matter is the actual effect that they're having on society, their neighbors, their community, guys. That's what should be important. But either way, let's jump into it. Let's do it.
We are being targeted because of what and who we represent.
Mr. President, do not come to Chicago.
I'm willing to go to Chicago, which is a big trouble, but we have a governor that refuses to admit he has problems.
It's unbelievable, right? Illinois state and local leaders fight to keep the National Guard out of Chicago. They say crime going down. But here are nearly 36 shootings in Chicago last weekend alone. 6 of them are fatal. Take a look at this. We'll slowly pan over. And petrified residents say they have had enough.
Jeez, look at this here, guys. 17-year-old boy, 5-year-old boy. One ended, another one hurt. Guys, are these the times of like all of the instances that have happened in Chicago? Guys, that's wild.
I don't see a reduction in crime. I see crime everywhere.
We've got a lot of challenges. We've especially had a lot of challenges the last 5 years.
It's a good thing that Trump is doing something about the crime rates.
I mean, that's what these people think, and these are what the numbers say. Look at the shootings in the timeline. And as I do that, let me bring in my next guest. He's made it his mission to help clean up the streets of Chicago. Project Hood founder, Pastor Corey Brooks, joins us now. So, Pastor, we keep hearing from the mayor and governor, crime's going down, leave us alone. Should we leave you guys alone?
No.
Absolutely not. We need to invite President Trump in. We invite the National Guard in. You know, we've had 254 deaths in 233 days. 80% of those have been black boys. And for anyone in our community to say that things are getting better and that people are safe, that is an outright lie. We need to do any and everything we can to keep our citizens safe. One of the #1 priorities of government is to make sure that the citizens of America stay safe. And that should be the #1 priority of the governor and the mayor, but it's not. Because the only thing that they're really concerned when it comes to Black lives that matter is Black lives that matter that vote.
We need people like you. I'd love for you to walk the streets with a camera and just ask people, what do you think? Would that help your life if there was National Guard here or more cops in your neighborhood with the National Guard holding down different other sectors that are less challenging? Because we look at these numbers, and this is what the governor and mayor are talking about. Murders are down 50%, robbery down 11%, burglary up 8%. Felony theft up 46, misdemeanor theft up 61, motor vehicle theft up 80%. Those first 2 numbers is what they're leaning on. Those other numbers are so disturbing, it's sickening. So how do we break this? How are we going to break with Democrat against a Republican, and we end up in a political fight, and the people are not, their needs are not being addressed?
Mm-hmm. We break it by telling the truth. We break it by hearing what the people have to say from the community. There's no doubt about it that crime is still a serious problem in the city of Chicago. Anytime you have individuals breaking in stores downtown in Nordstrom's, that's a problem. We still have mothers who are burying young boys and their sons are dying prematurely. That is a serious issue. And for individuals to make us try to feel as if we're witnessing things getting better, that's not right. It's distasteful.
It's disingenuous.
And for those who live in our community, we realize that's a lie, and we realize that something needs to be said. That's why I'm speaking out every time I get a chance, because I bury these black boys. I see the mothers who are crying. I see the deaths that are going on every day, and I witness the crime in our community every single day on the sidewalks.
So he says murders are down, but for 13 years, Chicago has the most murders of every U.S. city. He says numbers go in the right direction. 7 consecutive years, Chicago has had the highest murder rate among U.S. cities, with more than 1 million people. I mean, this is as bad as something you would see in a Middle East city, East city who is going through massive unrest. You used to be able to see in Syria. But so to do that, Pastor Brooks, you need the black community or the urban community, I don't care what their heritage is, to stand up and speak out and say that mayor with 18% approval rating doesn't speak for me. How do we break this deadlock?
We do it just by doing what I'm doing today. Listen, I realize that the National Guard is a temporary fix, but it will calm things down. It's up to organizations like ours to continue to do the solutions and bring the help that we need. Right. But we have to speak out. We have to say something. We have to let the world know that this is an issue in Chicago, and we can't let the mayor nor the governor dictate how that is said. 254 deaths in 233 days. If that were happening in any other community, it would be chaos.
Right, Pastor.
Yeah, guys, listen. I do definitely agree with him here. Like, there needs to be something happening that most likely coming from the outside here, because obviously we've given Chicago almost 50 years to try to fix itself, and for some reason it just cannot, because every single generation is teaching the next generation to be basically trash, guys. Right? Like, that's what's happening here. The only way to fix it is to basically break it all up. It has to be broken up. And again, I am not for the concept of like some authoritarian, like dictatorship type of, like militaristic type movement here. But guys, I don't know what else we can do. Right. I mean, the talking is not working. Trying to bring education and make it not so much a desert there, education desert, food desert, et cetera, right? Like trying to bring all the good things here. You have all these activists going to this area here, telling people this is no longer good. But unfortunately, they don't see it, right? Because something happened to their great uncle, I don't know, in 1970, and that's what caused the entire family to basically, stick to a certain color, let's say, and now hate their neighbors type of thing, right? Like, that's, how do you break that up? The only way to break it up is to absolutely break it up physically, right? Like, immediately. Guys, we know where all the trouble is in Chicago, right? Listen to drill rap, right? It's as simple as that, right? Like, look at all the neighborhoods in Chicago that all the rappers rap about. Start there, right? Stop there. Start right there. And then, guys, there's going to have to be some type of reckoning within like the Black American community, and also where everyone sits down and they're just like, listen, bro, this doesn't work. Okay, like, stop idolizing the most garbage of us all, bro. Stop idolizing that. Okay, we just need to get to the point where we can be healthy and conducive for each other, guys. That's it here. All right, like, look at every other community in the United States of America, guys. I mean, there's slightly more kind of unity for the most part between many of the other minority communities. Why does it have to specifically be the Black Americans in the United States of America that are consistently kind of propagating this trash culture, bro? Can we please just come together and say, hey guys, listen, let's fix it for the better and for the betterment of our youth, guys.
The mayor says this is a race thing because the white president doesn't like black people, essentially, to paraphrase. Would you meet with the mayor and tell him what you just told me?
Yeah, I would tell the mayor exactly that. I would tell the mayor and the governor that, listen, 254 deaths in 233 days is a serious problem. This isn't about race. This isn't about President Trump. It's about the safety of American citizens. It's about the safety of people who live in Chicago. It's about the mothers who are seeing their children die every single day, being shot and killed. And we need to do any and everything possible to make sure that we stop the deaths in the city of Chicago.
And just for the record, you have not met with him, right?
No, I have not met with him, and I very seriously doubt that he'll meet with me.
Well, he should.
He's not going to.
He wants to solve problems. He also rejected the thought of adding more cops. Says it's not going to help. He wants more housing projects. That is the mayor the people of Chicago elected. What an embarrassment. Right. Pastor Brooks, you're a huge asset. Hopefully the mayor will realize that. Thanks so much.
Yeah. Listen, guys. Brandon Johnson does not care about a single thing but himself. Let's just be truthful and honest here. He cares about his ambition, and he understands fully. Like, the more left and like progressive specifically he portrays himself as, let's say, the more people that are left and progressive will basically back him for some larger run at some type of I don't know, candidacy or something, guys. That's it. Right, that's all I kind of think of him. I think he's a shill, right, for the most part here. I don't think he actually cares about the people at all, because if he did, he'd start actually doing things that are actually, you know, meaningful and that will enact change. Listen, don't get me wrong here. More housing could probably help a little bit, but that doesn't stop the root cause. We have to go to the root cause of it. Fix the root cause, bro, not the symptoms or the side effects of the symptoms. You get what I'm saying here, guys? Fix it immediately. All right, listen. Now, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly. If you guys are new here, please like and subscribe. And in the meantime, I'll catch you guys later.